Well, good afternoon again. Last day of August, my gosh. It's been a bad old weekend, I mean, Sunday wasn't bad at all, really, after Saturday and all. Hope everybody's okay. Here we go, start again. And then, of course, September, children are back. Monday or Tuesday stroke Wednesdays most. And we was going down Jalbert's for ice cream on Sunday, but we thought, well, there'd be too many down there. We'll wait till another couple of weeks, and then we go to Avon before they shut down for the season. Anyhow, I got one here today called Do We Mind the Time? This here one is by Liz Arman. Hope everybody's staying alright. I read in the Peppers Day that they're going, or yesterday, that they're open, that they're going to find a vaccine. You have to do something. Good enough, I'll be the first in the queue, I hope. Anyhow, just take care. Three old salts sit on their habitual seat overlooking St. Ives Harbour. Josiah, Lightfoot and Arizona are friends from boyhood, fishermen born and bred. As young men, their lives had consisted of going to sea 6 days a week, then on Sundays, donning best navy suits, stiff white collars and dark ties, and wearing rakish bowlers at a jaunty angle. They would attend the local Methodist chapel. This had been their social life. It had given them the opportunity to eye up the maidens, exchanging witty remarks, choosing possible partners. Now in their twilight years, grey-haired, but still wearing fishermen's smocks, they enjoyed the warmth of the sun on their arthritic limbs. "What's a doing?" asked one, indicating the sea and the sky. "Makin'," replies another. "Looking settled enough, me. All opinions. Lightfoot, you could never tell the weather, Lightfoot," replies Josiah. "Look at the times you put out to sea and then had to run for home," adds Arizona. "I tell ye," continues Josiah, "we shall have a nor'easter before long, and anyway, my knees are giving me jip, and that's the sign of poor weather." He then noticed an elderly lady passing. "Here, isn't that the Grace Trenweath that was? I mind she up chapel. Some pretty little maid she was. She was a goer all right. I took her up Nil Steeple more than once." "Married Dickie Yorn, didn't she?" asked Lightfoot. "And he was her second. Never could know what she saw him. Very quiet man, wasn't he?" "Quiet enough now," cackles Josiah. "He went dead nearly 12 months ago. Heard tell she was on the lookout again. Well, we're all safe enough. All being married men, she went look at we." Arizona, a man of few words, added his contribution. "Yes, I wouldn't like to be number 3. I reckon she'd have worked others to death. I did hear, though, that Dickie Uran left her very comfortable. Had a net loft as well as a boat, didn't he?" They spy another old fisherman hurrying as fast as he could after they seed Mrs. Grace Yorn. "Look, there's that old fool of a Billy Nibber running after her. Well, I never. Carrying her basket he is. And look, now they're arm a crook." "In my opinion," said Josiah, "Billy Nibber always had an eye for the main chance, but I don't give much for his chances with she. He's all right for carrying her basket, but she'd be looking for a man with a bit of substance to him. Billy Nibber haven't got tuppence to rub together," he continues. "Here, see that, Kenny? There's the fish salesman lifting his hat to her now. Watch out, they boys. I reckon we're looking at number 3. Arizona observes. "See her laughing and keeking up against her and flicking her head. And he's just as bad, smirking and acting like one gone mazed." "I told you," said Josiah. "She was some goer when she was young, didn't I? I reckon the fish salesman have cut out Billy Neighbour for sure." The 3 old friends sat in a companionable silence, wondering on the folly of men, secure in the knowledge that neither of them would come to the attention of the widow Uran, that they would soon be taking a turn or two along the gow before making their way home to their respective wives. "What they got for tea? Anything good?" asked Lightfoot. "The boy dropped in a few pelchers yesterday," replies Josiah. "My missus marinated them." Lightfoot ruminated. "I'd find they marinates to repeat on me awful nowadays. If I'd eat 1 or 2 for my tea, I should be taking bicarb all night." Slowly the 3 friends puffed and panted their way up the steep to St. Ives, and at last they reached Josiah's cottage. I aren't sorry to be home, he says. I tell you this much. It'll take a rare pair of strength to be grass trim with number 3. I know I wouldn't have the bones for she. Nor the inclination, says Arizona. Come on with me, Lightfoot. Leave us be bound. See Boy. This is a little poem now by David again. David Prowse, of course. My grandson's gone out to the golf, said Jack. It's a worrying time for us all. I've always been proud of that youngster, you know, and close ever since he was small. His passion was fishing. We'd go off for the day with a sandwich or two on a flask. He'd trot alongside me, his tongue never still. What more could a grandfather ask? Come summer 'twas bathing, I'd never go in, but he'd just like to know I was there, and sooner or later he'd run to my arms and I'd ruffle the sand from his hair. It's a strange how a lad seems to grow to a man in scarcely a moment of time, and then, when they're gone to find other green fields, you search for the reason and rhyme. See, the thing is, I never was much for these words or letting my feelings show, and now I think back on the chances I missed to say what I want him to know. 'Cause I love that dear boy like a son of my own, yet what do I hear in my head? Not sweet sounding echoes of words from the past, but the thought that they'd never been said. Oh, why do we do it? Why put up a shield when truth is the ally of time? You finish up pining to turn back the clock, as I do with that grandson of mine. Well, when this is over, I'll tell him those things I've always reluctant to share, and again I'll embrace him as big as the airs and ruffle the sand from his hair. Thanks very much.